Best ways to stop inflation, especially in the Nigerian economy, in Africa. Start those businesses. But before we get into it, after reading what I read today, I am wondering, how is this possible? What made me really get upset and think about, why are we not doing this right now? If we want to stop inflation, we have to start doing this. This is a no-brainer. But before I get there, let me show you some things that I saw that I'm like, how is this possible? Basically, there are certain things in Nigeria that I'm thinking why do we have to import these things? So the more you import the things, it's essential. That essential is actually overrated, because when I read this list for you, you'll be shocked. You'll ask me, is this essential? But if the consumption in a country relies on things that are imported, of course you will have to pay in a foreign currency. And if you're using dollar as your foreign exchange, you pay with dollar, importing so many things, well, seriously, don't be surprised. The naira will lose its value. And you know the thing that happens that I really start noticing happening is because people are afraid that, oh my God, I bought this rice now for this amount, and in 2 weeks time, or maybe tomorrow, the prices could increase. Let me just buy more of it and keep it just in case the prices increase. You know what that is doing? You're creating a kind of fake scarcity. You're creating a fake demand. When you create that kind of fake demand, just know that your money is enriching other people's countries, other people's community. Another thing we should think about is that money we're taking out of the country to get the so-called goods that are essential that we need, and we pay it in dollars using our devalued naira. That money is missing in the ecosystem in Nigeria. That money is missing in manufacturing. That money is missing in production. That money is missing in research and development, innovation, supporting small startups, small manufacturing companies to really become formal, to really standardize and scale. Now, let's go back to the list that shocked me. Nigeria's import by category. Okay, you say we're importing mineral oils, fuel, diesel. We've managed not to be able to master processing and of these natural resources into the consumer product. We literally have to sell it out very cheap and then leave it for Germany or one country to process for us, and we import it back into the country. That sounds stupid. That's what we're doing. Okay, that I understand, $21 billion, right? We're importing that, refined minerals. And then vehicles, machineries, nuclear reactor, electronics. You remember all these gadgets that we need. Not all of them are produced in Aba. And even the ones produced in Aba now, you will say it's local, it's inferior, you won't buy it. Do you know how much we are spending importing electronics? $3 billion. Oh my God. But now, this is the one that shocked me. This is the one I am like, no, we can't forgive ourselves. Cereals. Yes, you heard me right. Cereals, that pop, that flakes, that nuts, all those eatables. It's basically also sugar, right? Cereals, we import $2 billion. I beg, who they chop these cereals for breakfast? Or are you even using it for lunch? Wait, going to get crazy. Wait for it. Sugar and confectionaries. We're importing $1.72 billion. This is 2023 statistics, right? $1.72 billion. So if you add cereals, basically sugar is inside, then you add sugar and sugar confectionaries, we're around almost $4 billion US. We imported that in 2023. I have a sugar shock right now just thinking about it. But how can we say there's no money in Nigeria, but we have $4 billion US to spend on sugar? Please explain that to me, because right now I don't understand it. So I need you guys to comment and explain that to me. Or maybe it's the addiction that sugar causes. When you mix sugar and trans fat together, it creates a kind of addiction. We're all addicted now in Nigeria from sugar. So basically, the takeaway here is naira gets devalued the more we consume the things we cannot produce. But if we're so addicted to sugar and we need to spend $4 billion on it, let's keep that $4 billion within the economy. And how do we do it? It's not a no-brainer. We have to start producing these cereals. We have to start producing the confectionaries that we need. So our breakfast, please, let it be local breakfast. Okay, tell me, how is cereal better than akamu and akara? Cereal can never be better than akamu and akara. Please, Quote me on this one, cut this part of the video. Cereals, imported international cereals, is not better than moi moi and akamu. It's not better than akara and bread. It's not better than beans and bread. I'm giving you ideas for breakfast right now. Okay, let's get back to the deal. When Naira gets devalued and we need more, we need to print more into the economy so that we can purchase this imported sugar that we really are addicted to. The manufacturer is sitting somewhere. They will not say, oh, we really love you, we really like you, we want you Nigerians to be part of the global village, to be part of the global economy. We want you to enjoy what we enjoy, the sugar addiction that we have. You know, look at this cereal. Don't you love this cereal? They tell you it's made out of corn. Look at how corn looks like. Look at how the cereal looks like. I mean, how does these two match? So this cereal has been so processed that you don't even know what the raw materials is. And now that leads us to the health danger around consuming this kind of highly refined food products, but that one is another video. I am going to explore nutrition too, because this is part of the economic well-being of our nation. Nutrition in the sense of what it does to our body, nutrition in the sense of the economic input it brings to the economy, nutrition in the sense of the raw materials it takes out of the economy, but that one is another video. Let's go back to look into how we can stop the cycle. Number one, we have to stop creating a fake demand. We have to stop creating a fake scarcity. Stop hoarding goods. Buy only what you really need. Please, yes, of course, classic mathematics and common sense will tell you that when you go and buy something and the seller is calling their distributor and asking them, will I be able to buy it with this amount? And the distributor is like, no, you can't buy it with this amount. It has increased 10%. Of course, the seller will add 10% right now. And you don't want that to keep happening. So you will buy it and keep it at home. But what that causes, it's a cycle. It's not going to end until you stop. Until you go back into your fridge, you go back into your cupboards, you go back into your wardrobes, and you start consuming the things you already have. When it don't finish or it's almost finished, then you purchase again. Number two, when you are purchasing, we're going to buy stuff, especially like food stuff, grocery and such. Look at what you're buying. It's not enough to look at the packet and you just see one Nigerian name, one Igbo name, one Yoruba name branded on the product. Please, people importing goods are not stupid. They have a whole team researching the kind of things you like, so they will play with your emotions. The goods that are produced outside the country, imported here, they will give it one Edo name like this, and you will feel empowered and like, oh my God, my tribe is being sold in this supermarket. You are deceiving yourself. It's not your tribe. They have used branding to blind you. So look at that product, turn it. Forget the name, turn it. Look at where it's manufactured. And now, this is where it gets tricky. This is where there's deceit and actually should be banned. But well, that one is a policy issue that we will discuss in another video. Where it's manufactured is not where it's packaged. This could be two different places. So goods could be actually processed, manufactured abroad, and packaged in Nigeria, bottled in Nigeria. That does not mean it's giving value. The added value still remains in that place that it's manufactured. Like, you know, there was a video I made. Maybe you can see the video right now up there. After this video, you can go and watch that video. I talked about how to own equity, and one way was to go into the value chain. So this is where I talk about the value chain, right? So there's the raw materials, there's the production, and there's the distribution. That packaged Nigeria is part of the distribution, or let me say post-production. But the production, the manufacturing of the good happens somewhere else. So the value happens somewhere else. And the joke now is on also, wait, maybe that cereal, they need granuts, they need walnuts, they need cola nuts, or they need cashew nuts to make that cereal. And maybe in these places they are making the cereal, manufacturing the cereal, sometimes in European countries where it's very cold. Granite, no, they grow for there, right? So where will they get the granite? They will come to our backyards in the farms, get it, buy it very cheap, very, very cheap, because it's not processed. They will tell you it's not processed. There's ant inside. It's not weighing this. They will give you all these stories. It has to meet one certain standard. It did not meet that standard. It does not have that certificate. They will carry it very cheap, and you'll be very happy. Oh, they're helping us export of raw materials. Export of raw materials. Check how much is being paid for that per kilo, right? It's taken abroad. It's then being processed abroad. That's what the value chain is, where it's being processed. Because one, the knowledge is there. I mean, the technical, the managerial, the administrative, the operational knowledge to produce that good, to process that raw materials to something that now becomes a pop cereal that you don't know again what the root raw material is, to process it into that. All that knowledge is now being stocked in Europe. And that's where development happens, right? Let's not get satisfied with raw materials. We produce raw materials, one of the largest countries. Forget it. If you can't process down raw materials, it doesn't have value for you in that country. Rather go for products that are really manufactured in Nigeria than the ones that are packaged in Nigeria. Very important. Two different things. And now the last point, what you can really do to start curbing this inflation is your mindset. The mindset of buying stuff that are made by small producers. Those small producers, they do not pay their dividends and their shareholders abroad. Any money they make is for the community there. So if we can elevate them by shopping from them, changing our mindset to embrace what we indigenously produce, what is locally produced, what's produced by your friend, instead of getting jealous of that friend that started a small manufacturing or bad-mouthing that friend, let us embrace and support that friend. Through that, they can scale and become a big producer. But if you start putting all your money in fancy, high-end, beautiful stores, and you're not doing your research to know where the investment is coming from, either all the investments are being paid back to one country's shareholders, then we have a problem. So changing the mindset, as I said, that was the last one, but one thing that I think it's so important to take away from this video is, you know that now that there is this economic issues around, inflation prices are high, things are looking like it's scarce and so on, Naira is devalued, there is an opportunity right now. The opportunity means that now that you've seen that we're importing cereals 2.1 billion, we're importing sugar and confectionaries 1.7 billion, what that means is there is demand for that product in the market. Nigerians are ready to pay $4 billion to eat sugar. You can start a business. So if you're someone that loves to cook, you love to do some experimental cooking in your kitchen, you love to entertain people, you love to nourish people, this is a chance for you to look into what the market is demanding for right now. So this is a chance for you to start creating really healthy, sustainable cereals. You can now partner with local producers of nuts or fruits, learn how to dry them, learn how to process them. Right now, we're living in an era where you can't say you do not know how to create a cereal brand. If you type on Google or YouTube, if you go to the internet, you will find all the resources you need. All you need to do is to change your mindset, trust in yourself, believe, start thinking bigger than you've been thinking. Yes, you can own that multi-million Naira, or no, let's not even say Naira, it's not $4 billion we're paying, multi-billion dollars company. On Joadre Tribe, we're going to be exploring how to start. We already even have like a one-pager plan, idea plan. So if you have the idea now, or you've just like thought about, I can produce maybe series and bring into the market, we have a one-pager that will help you go through how to, create this business model. And I really look forward to hearing from you. Just share your ideas, share your experiences. Have you gone to a supermarket and you just flip the back of the product, and you see where it's packaged, you see where these brands are coming from? Have you done your research to know who is behind these brands that you really love? Share your feedback. I really look forward to hearing what you find and reading your comments. And please do help me share this video. I want to grow this channel. I want to really expose topics so that it will inspire us to develop our communities, own the wealth, and really have that cash flow that we need as Africans in the African space. I'm so excited to find new ideas and new ways that will help us move and uplift the African continent. I have two videos that I really want to draw your attention to. The first one, I talked about how to build equity. It's so important. I gave you 2 pointers, 2 ways that you can start building equity today in the African continent. Africans, we should beware. Because if we don't start owning the spaces, someone else, they are going to own these spaces. These 2 videos, they are right now on the screen. You can watch them. Also, please do share these videos. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.